Hi, I'm Nilanjana. If you have ever heard a company say we run on 100% renewable energy and wondered how that's even possible when they don't own a single solar panel or wind turbine, stick around. Today we are talking about the deal that makes that claim real, the Power Purchase Agreement or PPA. Whether you are completely new to sustainability or you have been working in energy for years, by the end of this video, you will know exactly what a PPA is, how it works, and why it has become one of the biggest drivers behind the clean energy shift. Let's start with the basics. A power purchase agreement is a long-term contract between two parties, one that generates electricity and one that buys it. Think of it a bit like a subscription. Instead of paying whatever the market rate happens to be that month, both sides agree on a price upfront, and that price holds for a set period, usually somewhere between 10 and 20 years. The price gets locked in. So, no matter what happens in the wider energy market, both sides know exactly what they are getting. Who are these two parties exactly? On one side is the seller, usually a renewable energy developer who has built or plans to build a solar farm, wind farm, or similar project. On the other side is the buyer, often called the off-taker. This could be a large corporation, a university, a data center, or a utility company looking to bring more clean power into its supply. The power purchase agreement acts as the bridge between them. For the developer, it means a guaranteed buyer, which makes it far easier to get financing for the project. For the buyer, it means a predictable, often greener source of electricity. Here's where it gets genuinely interesting, because not all PPAs work the same way. The easiest way to tell them apart is to ask one simple question: where does the electricity actually go? Option 1 is the on-site PPA. This is when the renewable system, say solar panels, is installed directly on the buyer's property like a factory roof, and the power flows straight into that building. Option 2 is the off-site PPA. Here the renewable project is built somewhere else entirely, sometimes hundreds of miles away, and connects to the broader power grid rather than directly to the buyer's building. Off-site PPAs can involve actual physical delivery of electricity through the grid, but one of the most common structures, especially for large companies, is what's called a virtual or synthetic PPA. In a virtual PPA, there is no physical delivery of electricity to the buyer at all. Instead, it's a financial arrangement. The buyer agrees to a fixed price, and depending on whether the market price moves above or below that price, money flows one way or the other to balance the difference. Alongside that financial arrangement, the buyer typically also receives the environmental attributes of that electricity, often in the form of renewable energy certificates, which is what lets them count that clean power toward their own sustainability goals. This virtual structure is popular with large companies because it lets them support renewable projects anywhere in the country, not just where their own offices happen to be. So, why has this one type of contract become such a big talking point in the energy world? For developers, a PPA can be the deciding factor between a project getting built or staying stuck on paper. Investors and banks want certainty before putting money into a multi-million-dollar wind or solar farm, and a signed PPA with a reliable buyer provides exactly that. For buyers, the benefits go beyond sustainability goals on a slide deck. Locking in an energy price for 10 or 20 years can genuinely protect a business from unpredictable swings in energy costs. It is price stability and climate action working together. And zooming out even further, many of these agreements help bring new renewable energy projects to life. Projects that might not have moved forward without that kind of long-term commitment from a buyer. Power purchase agreements aren't simple documents. The contracts can run long, the pricing structures can get technical, and every deal looks a little different depending on the country, the energy market, and what each side actually needs. But underneath all that complexity is a fairly simple idea: connecting the people who generate clean energy with the people who want to use it in a way that works for both sides for years to come. So next time you come across a company saying it's powered by renewable energy, there's a good chance there's a power purchase agreement quietly making that possible. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.